The 12 Angry Men is a play about an exhausted jury. They're arguing over a case where a boy allegedly stabbed his father. Because the boy is on trial for the death penalty, the vote must be unanimous. Some of the jurors you will meet today include the bullshit assertive juror number 1 and the shy juror number 2. Some that still believe that the kid on trial is guilty includes the aggressive juror number 3, the judgmental juror number 4, and the discriminatory juror number 10. Finally, there's juror number 8, who at first stood alone. Now he has multiple jurors on his side. And finally, he'll give his final argument now. The 12 Angry Men by Sherman Sergel. Before we decide anything more, I would like to put this together. This should be good. He has a right. Let him go ahead. I want you all to think of this logically and consistently. We have guilty. I want to know, is the kid smart or is he dumb? What do you mean? This is a kid who went to reform school for knife fighting. The night of the murder, he bought a knife, a switch knife. It would then take a very stupid kid to go and murder a man, his father, with an instrument that everyone would associate with the kid. I quite agree. He's dumb. However, if he were dumb, then why would he make a wound that an inexperienced man would make with a knife? I'm not sure I understand. To murder someone must take great emotion, great hatred, and at that moment, he would handle the knife as best as he could, and the trained knife fighter would handle it as he had been trained, underhanded. A man who had not been trained would go overhanded. But this kid is being very smart. Everyone knows that he's an experienced knife fighter, so he made a wound that an amateur would make with a knife. That man is a smart man, smart enough to wipe the fingerprints away. Perhaps even smart enough to wait until an L train is going by, to cover the noise. Now, is the kid smart or is he dumb? Well, the woman across the L truck saw the murder through an L train, so someone in that L train could have seen the murder too. A possibility, but no one did that we know of. It would take a very dumb man to take that chance. Exactly, a dumb man, a very stupid man. A man swept by emotion. Probably he heard nothing. He probably didn't even hear the train going by. And whoever did murder the father did it as well as he could. So, the kid is dumb enough to do everything to associate himself with a switch knife murder. And then a second after the murder, he becomes smart. The kid is smart enough to make a wound that would lead us to suspect someone else. And yet at that same moment, he's dumb enough to do it as an L train is going by. And then a moment later, he's smart enough to wipe the fingerprints away. To say this kid is guilty, you have to say he's dumb from about 8 o'clock until about midnight. And then at midnight, he's smart for a few seconds, then dumb for a few more seconds, then smart again, and then once again, he becomes stupid. So stupid he can't even think of a good alibi. Now, is the kid smart or is he dumb? To say this kid is guilty, you have to flip his intelligence like a pancake. There is doubt, doubt, doubt. And then, there's the old man downstairs. Understand, he said that took 15 seconds. He swore on 15 seconds. But we can all agree that it must have taken him at least 40 seconds. To say this kid is guilty, you have to say he's stupid and stupid then smart, and so on. And also for this kid to be guilty, the old man must be a liar half the time, and the other half the time he must tell the truth. You can reasonably doubt. I think I'm sold on reasonable doubt. I think I am too. I want another vote. Alright, that's another vote called for. I suppose the quickest way is a show of hands. Does anybody object? Alright. All those voting not guilty, raise your hand. None. All those voting guilty. 3. The vote is 9-3 in favor of acquittal. I don't understand you people. How can you believe this kid is innocent? Look, you know how these people lie, and I don't need to tell you. They don't know the truth. Let me tell you, they don't need any big reason to kill someone either. You know, they get drunk and bang someone's lying in the gutter. That's just how they are. You know what I mean, violent. Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. Where are you going? Oh sure, I've met some good ones out there. Look, I'm the first to say that. I've met some that are pretty decent, but they're the exception. Most of them, it's like they have no feelings. What's going on here? Look, I'm speaking my piece and you listen to me. They're no good. There's not one of them that are any good. We better watch out. This kid on trial, I've had enough. If you open your mouth again, I'm going to split your skull. I'm only trying to right. Sit down. All of you. I still believe the kid on trial is guilty. I'll tell you why. The most damning evidence is the woman across the L tracks, who claimed she actually saw the murder committed. That's right. As far as I'm concerned, that's the most important testimony. Alright, let's go over her testimony. What exactly did she say? I believe I can recount it accurately. She went to bed at about 11 o'clock that night. Her bed is right next to the open window. She could see directly out of the window while lying down, and see through the window across the street. She tossed and turned for over an hour, unable to fall asleep. Finally, at about 12:10, she turned around and saw the boy stab his father. As far as I can see, this is unshakable testimony. What time is it? 12 minutes of 6. Can't you see the clock without your glasses? Not clearly. Oh. Well, what do you do at night when you wake up and you want to know what time it is? I put my glasses on and look at the clock. Do you go to bed with your eyeglasses on? Of course not. Nobody goes to bed with their glasses on. The woman who testified that she saw the killing wears glasses. What about her? Funny. I never thought of that. I think it's logical to say that she didn't go to bed with her glasses on. And I don't think she put them on to casually glance out the window. Now maybe she honestly thought that she saw the boy stab his father. I say she only saw a blur. How do you know what she saw? Maybe she's far-sighted. How does he know all these things? Does anybody still believe that there is not a reasonable doubt? I'll always wonder. But there is a reasonable doubt. I think he's guilty. Does anybody else? No. I'm convinced now. There is reasonable doubt. You're alone. 11 votes not guilty. 1 vote guilty. And I don't care whether I'm alone or not. I have a right. Yes, you have a right. Well, I told you, I think he's guilty. What else do you want? Your arguments. I gave you my arguments. We're not convinced. We want to hear them again. We have time. We're waiting. You're not going to intimidate me. I'm entitled to my opinion. It's going to be a hung jury. That's it. There's nothing we can do about that except hope. Maybe in a few months, you'll get some sleep. You're all alone. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone. All right. You're waiting. Not guilty. Not guilty.